Now we'll take the sixth function of the noun phrase. Now, the noun phrase functions as a direct object of the sentence, or in other words, as the direct object of the verb in the sentence. Now, this is almost the same thing as function number 2. The slight difference is that in the case where you say it functions as the object, there is no need to demarcate between a direct object and an indirect object. That is the difference. So when we have a case where we have two objects, where one is direct and the other indirect, we'll begin to specify that it's functioning as a direct object and not as an indirect object. That is it. Now let's take an example to illustrate. I gave him the book that was needed. Now, in this sentence, we have our subject, I, we have our verb, gave, then I gave him, there's not supposed to be E there. We have him as our indirect object. Indirect object. While from the book, from the to needed is the direct object, the actual thing that is affected by the verb gave. So we refer to that as our direct object. So in this case, we simply say that and of course this is a noun phrase. What we're saying now is that this is a noun phrase. The book that was needed is a noun phrase with M. And this is the book is the head, and our qualifier is a relative clause. It's a relative clause or an adjectival clause. So by that, we find out that the from that point is a noun phrase functioning as a direct object. We have an indirect object, him. That is the point. So you need only to specify that it's functioning as the indirect object of the verb you gave to be specific.